Grundy.
Leave me alone!
I can hear their fear. They look at me and see a monster.
Every single universe, comics, anime, video games, even kids' cartoons has secretly made its own version of the Hulk. Not one, not two, 32 of them. A DC soldier who can only stay huge for 1 hour. An anime villain who grows bigger the angrier he gets. Even Fluttershy has a smash form. 32 characters, 6 categories. Let's go. Act 1. DC Comics. Damage. DC's most literal Hulk answer. A military experiment who transforms into a massive juggernaut strong enough to trade blows with Superman himself. The catch is the form only lasts exactly 1 hour, so every fight comes with a built-in countdown clock ticking in the background. Solomon Grundy. Funny enough, Grundy actually predates the Hulk in the comics timeline, but modern DC writers leaned so hard into the comparison that he basically became one anyway. Gray-skinned, simple-minded, and nearly unstoppable. His signature trick is that he keeps dying and resurrecting, so smashing him once is rarely the end of the fight. Behemoth. This one is DC's fully self-aware on-the-nose parody of the Hulk part of a team built specifically to parody the Avengers. He starts life as a blue baby, which is already a strange sentence, before growing into a towering, raging brute whenever things go wrong for his team. Loose Cannon. A mild-mannered cop who gained his powers during the Bloodlines event and transforms into a giant whenever he gets angry. What sets him apart from Hulk's static green is that he actually shifts color as his rage builds blue, then purple, then red, then finally white at maximum fury. Kitty Faulkner. A brilliant scientist caught in an energy experiment gone horribly wrong. She becomes a towering, aggressive, orange-skinned powerhouse, essentially standing in as DC's direct parallel to Marvel's She-Hulk, right down to the brains then brawn origin story. Maul. A half-human, half-alien scientist who can pump up his own mass and strength to catastrophic levels on command. The twist is that the bigger and stronger he gets, the more of his human intellect he loses, until he's eventually running on pure animal instinct. Act 2. Marvel. The in-house clones. Abomination is the dark mirror of Bruce Banner, built to be everything Hulk is but crueler. RedHulk brings military strategy into the mix along with the ability to throw heat instead of just strength. She-Hulk. Banner's cousin Jennifer Walters is the rare exception who keeps both her personality and her legal career after transforming. Scar is literally Hulk's son, raised on a brutal alien world without ever meeting his father. A-Bomb. Rick Jones is Banner's oldest friend who eventually got his own gamma-powered transformation. Brawn. Amadeus Cho is a genius teenager who becomes a smarter, far more controlled version of the Hulk. WeaponH. One of the wildest mashups in comics. The WeaponX program fused Bruce Banner's gamma-irradiated DNA with Wolverine's mutant healing factor and adamantium skeleton, creating an unstoppable hybrid nicknamed Hulkverine, essentially unbreakable bones wrapped in unstoppable rage. Sasquatch Marvel built this one on purpose to be Canada's answer to the Hulk. A brilliant scientist studying gamma radiation accidentally turns himself into a massive, raging, orange-furred beast, becoming one of Alpha Flight's biggest powerhouses in the process. American Kaiju. A patriotic super soldier who took a cocktail of gamma radiation, mutant growth hormone, and PIM particles all at once. The result is a Hulk-sized, rage-fueled lizard beast built to serve the US government, proving Marvel will mix literally any origin ingredients to get a Hulk clone. Act 3. Anime. Broly. The legendary Super Saiyan, and arguably the purest anime version of this entire trope. His transformation brings a massive physical expansion, a glowing green energy aura, and a state of mindless screaming rage where his power keeps climbing the angrier he becomes, with no real ceiling in sight. Yami Largo, the Espada, who embodies the aspect of rage itself. When he releases his true power, he becomes a multi-legged, towering behemoth that literally grows larger and physically stronger the madder he gets, turning every fight into an escalating size contest. Wolfgang Grimmer, the deepest cut on this entire list. Grimmer is a mild-mannered, constantly smiling man, hiding a genuinely traumatic past. Under extreme stress, he blacks out completely, and a hyper-violent alter ego named the Magnificent Steiner takes over to protect him, a name deliberately borrowed from an in-universe Hulk-style television show. Chopper Monster. Point. Your favorite tiny reindeer doctor eats 3 rumble balls in a row, loses his sanity entirely, and transforms into a towering, mindless Yeti-like berserker that tears through everything in its path, going from cute crew mascot to unstoppable monster in seconds. Escanor. A scrawny, timid, constantly apologetic man who transforms into a towering, hyper-muscular, wildly arrogant powerhouse. His trigger isn't anger at all, it's the rising sun, but the extreme split between his two personalities is still a clear, deliberate nod to the Banner and Hulk relationship. Act 4. Video games. Winston, a brilliant soft-spoken scientist who serves as his team's brain during normal fights. The moment his primal rage ultimate activates, he turns bright red and becomes a roaring, leaping, smash-happy gorilla beast, swapping strategy for pure chaos in an instant. The tank. No secret identity, no scientist backstory, just pure, hyper-muscular infected rage. He smashes through environments and hurls massive chunks of concrete at survivors, proving you don't always need a tragic origin to be terrifying. Krieg the Psycho. This one nails the banner trapped inside the monster dynamic better than almost anything else on the list. A sane, rational inner voice is permanently trapped inside the body of a screaming, hyper-violent, hulking mutant who fights in non-stop melee rages, narrating his own horror the entire time. Super mutant behemoths. Humans mutated by the forced evolutionary virus into massive, green-skinned, intellectually stunted, rage-fueled monsters wandering the wasteland. They're essentially walking, breathing Hulk homages that the Fallout games never bothered to hide. Dr. Mundo, a mad scientist who experimented on himself and turned into a massive purple brute with an oversized torso. His entire philosophy is pure brute force, insane health regeneration, and the belief that he simply goes where he pleases, no plan required. Act 5. Indie Comics. Pitt created by Dale Keown, an artist legendary specifically for his work drawing the Hulk, making Pitt an almost official spiritual successor. He's massive and gray-skinned. Monster Girl, a young girl cursed with the ability to transform into a towering, hyper-violent ogre. The devastating twist is that every single time she uses her Hulk form, her actual human body. The Mac's a massive hulking purple brute who exists across two realities at once. His physical power is directly tied to the fractured, traumatized psyche of a homeless man in the real world, mirroring the psychological roots of Bruce Banner's split personality more closely than almost anything else here. Act 6. TV shows and cartoons. The Infraggable Bulk, a completely direct parody with zero subtlety attempted. Boy genius. Dexter gets angry and transforms into a giant lumbering purple rage monster, played entirely for laughs from start to finish. Saddle Rager. In a full superhero homage episode, the show took the most timid character in the entire cast, Fluttershy, and gave her a transformation into a massive muscular brute called Saddle Rager. Whenever her friends are threatened, proof this trope has fully saturated pop culture. The Mulk, the in-universe comic book parody of the Hulk that pops up throughout the show. Homer himself gets in on the joke too, literally turning into a green rage monster in the episode I Am Furious. Proto-Clown, a giant raging, incredibly destructive clown whose citywide rampages directly spoof the Hulk's classic military-busting comic. Storylines closing out the list on the most unexpected entry of them all. That's all 32. 6 from DC, 9 from Marvel's own family, 5 from anime, 5 from video games, 3 from indie comics, and 4 straight-up parodies. One idea, repeated across every single medium. Put a person under enough pressure and something huge, green, purple, orange, or occasionally clown-shaped comes out. And honestly, that's what makes this trope so much fun to track. It doesn't matter if it's a billion-dollar comic universe or a kid's pony show. Everyone eventually reaches for the same idea. Gentle person, infinite rage, catastrophic consequences. So let me know, which one of these 32 surprised you the most? My money's on Saddle Rager. If you want a full deep dive on any single character from this list, drop the name in the comments and I'll make it happen. And if you enjoyed this one, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.